You want some dick? You want some dick? Be honest with yourself. You were just impressed at that feat of magic and you want to learn how it is that I did it. Well, you should stick around because today we're going to be doing a review of a thumb tip from wish.com. Here's the thing, as a magician, I know what you want. I know exactly what you want, and you can't fool anybody. You want the one thing that we all crave, the one thing that we bother to shave for, the one thing that we bother to wash our clothes for, and that is the sweet, sweet nectar of a female vagina. And because of that, you're willing to subject yourself to danger. You want to show that you have power over the elements. And how better to show that you have power over the elements, that you're essentially a firebender, than with this right here, This is a thumb tip with a little bit of a wick on it. They sell this in many magic websites. However, I bought mine from wish.com, and the purpose of this review is to let you know if you should also purchase one of these. As you can see, it's very limited in function. All it could do is hold a flame. Do I feel comfortable while I'm doing that? Of course not. All it is a little bit of a cotton rag in there with some bits of twine that you spray with gasoline essentially, and you put your thumb in there. So I don't feel safe at all. And the worst part is once I take this out, my thumb has the odor of gas. So let's assume best case scenario here, right? I have my situation, a girl asks for a light and I go, yeah, I got a light right here. Right there, go ahead. And then she reciprocates. She goes, wow, that's impressive. Now I remove the thumb tip. Fuck, that hurt. God fucking damn it. I remove the thumb tip and maybe ditch it in a pocket. Now I have a thumb that smells like lighter fluid. So let's say I do go to Brown Town, if you know what I mean. Let's say I do give her a call on my bone phone and she happens to pick up. Well, guess what? She's gonna hang up the moment she smells my thumb. The moment she decides to start suckling on my fingers like all the ladies do, she's gonna go, oh, it smells like lighter fluid. Now my vajayjay smells like lighter fluid, and great. Now I have the increased risk of a yeast infection. Good job there. Oh, what's that? Yeast infection? Speaking of yeast infection, this episode is sponsored by UME. That's right, United Magicians Emporium. Daniel and I have been longtime friends, and he happens to be the co-host of my world-famous podcast, Ham Radio. He's going through a massive sale on his website for playing cards, United Magicians Emporium. You could look down in the description below and click. He's going through a massive sale, just getting rid of everything. He's saying, even at a loss to him, he's saying, I can't believe that I'm putting these at these prices. I'm almost selling these cards at a complete and total loss, but it doesn't matter because I care about the people. So he offers lightning fast shipping as well as great quality playing cards. You should check out the link in the description below and get some hot playing cards at a fast rate, at cheap prices from the best playing card website of all time, United Magicians Emporium. Now, where you're really gonna drown in puss is when you combine products. So both of these were purchased from wish.com. This one happens to be a little bit of a rose that you could light on fire and show the ladies that you have the ability to turn fire into a fake cheap plastic rose. So you light this and you go, hey girl, ever heard of dick? You want it the long way? Now here's a problem with this. Look at the handling. Look at the handling that I have to do with this. I have to hold the lighter with this hand. I have to then take this and hide the rose behind my hand. I have to light the thumb tip. The thumb tip then lights this, blow it off, and then I have to do that while still holding the lighter. That doesn't look sexy, but you can get away with it if you're Asian. Now, is it worth it? Is the one pity beige that you're gonna get as a result of doing this for that right girl at the bar that one time, is it worth purchasing this? Well, this cost me nothing. It cost $0.00. The only thing I had to pay was shipping. And yes, I know that's a scam, but the shipping was $2. So for $2 shipped, this came essentially to my house in 37 days. And you get a decent quality thumb tip, a nice little bit of a rubber one per se, a little bit of a stretchy. You get some cotton, you get some string, you put some lighter fluid in there, and guess what? You're ready to go. You're ready to blow some minds. You're ready to blow some minds and blow some loads. You just got to make sure that there's sufficient lighter fluid in there, because if not, it's going to start burning really quickly. Now, I know what you're thinking. Is it worth to give your information to the Chinese algorithm and purchase a thumb tip like this from Wish.com? And I would say, yeah, you should do it. It's $2. You can't go wrong with it. Wish.com actually has a lot of magic tricks and little props you could buy at heavily discounted rates. The only problem, little bit of a problem there, is that they sell shitty knockoffs of tricks that have been around for a while. So you might find like a $3 version of Tarantula by Yagao Masika. But the problem is that once you get it, it's gonna be the equivalent of my younger brother talking. The joke is that he's a nonverbal autist and doesn't have the ability to talk. So that's the context behind that particular bit there. So you're getting the equivalent of an autistic Yagao Masika prop for $2. That's not gonna work. So should you get it? No. Avoid those on Wish.com. But little things like this, you should definitely pick up because it's a thumb tip. You can't go wrong with a thumb tip. So that's it. Short King represent. It was a short video, but I think it was a necessary one. I think it's a necessary one because if you risk it for the biscuit and you use your hard-earned dollars to maybe purchase something on Wish.com that isn't really worth it, well, why don't I do it and save you the time and trouble? So I'm going to be doing that quite a bit here. I already have some Wish.com reviews that I put on this channel. A little bit of a wire that changes. There's some other hot stuff that I've put, maybe flash paper, I think. That was a while ago. But now that I'm showing my face, it's a lot easier. It's a lot easier to do these reviews without necessarily having to worry about reflections like a bitch. Oh boy. Well, I'm going to figure out different ways to use Ronsono, lighter fluid fuel. Could you imagine if I put that on my shoes right before a plane ride? If I just douse my shoes in lighter fluid and then go to a plane? Could you imagine how fast I'm going to get Goldberg speared right through the terminal? The guy's literally going to give me a little bit of a Jeff Hardy right through the actual flooring of the terminal.